Welcome back, weebs and gamers. This is Eiji here, back with some more gameplay videos. Today it'll be against my good friend Tony again, aka ItsTokuTV. This time it's going to be a max rarity deck versus max rarity deck, which is pretty cool. It's my Log Horizon versus his Monogatari deck. Yep, I just start off with the Nyanta. Pretty good start. And he is just going to play his JC card, which is his, allows him to bounce back a card. And he just has his Brainstormer. So that's not too bad because he can always just use it to save the Brainstorm if he wants. So I opened really good here. If you see, I clocked a Nyanta, and that's because I already had another Nyanta in my hand. So I was pretty good for level 0s. So I Brainstorm here. I pay out that pants that empty pants I triggered there. And he's not too happy about this, because if you know Tony, you know he hates the fact that sets have tap self Brainstorms and his Monogatari deck does not. Yeah, he's just giving me the little middle finger there for brainstorming. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, so he levels this level 3 because his deck does require experience. So that is the thing. And then Ricky's here. Unfortunately, he was probably wanted to get yellow there, so he could play his level 1 combos. But yeah, he did not get it there. So he's just gonna play. I think this is like an Akatsuki kind of effect where you ditch 1, look at 4, kind of effect. He's just getting some of his back rows set up now. He's already got the Brainstorm as well, so I just cancel again right there, and he decides to just pass because I am stuck at 0-5, and Log Horizon does not have any way to get to level 1 here, so I think I do still have some level 0s, so I'm still okay, but would have, yeah, oh yeah, I have a drop search here, so it's not too bad, but yeah, I probably would have preferred to just go to level 1 here. But, you know, that's a good play, you know, keeping me at 0. This is just further shows the downside of my drop search only having 500 attack here. If it's like a normal one, it would have been, you know, like 2500 or whatever, so I would have actually been able to, you know, kill some stuff with it. So there I Brainstorm and hit 3 climaxes, which was, yeah, now he's more salty again. Yeah, but so I'm still level 0, and I think I was out of all my Marielles also, which would have been the card that I searched for sure. So I'm sort of just getting random other junk here. Yeah, so just get a couple level 1s and another 0. So my deck is not in the best state right now. I don't know how much I have left in my deck, but there's probably not very many climaxes in there. So not very good, but you know, they're slightly older decks, so probably won't get punished as hard, I would say, as I might nowadays. He Brainstorms and whiffs. Looks like he's only got 1 of his combo, so that's okay. Not too bad. So I'm pretty much just eating everything here. Yep. Unfortunately, but Yep, so I just skip level 1 entirely. But that's okay. It's not too bad. Like, I do want to be slightly down in damage-wise, I guess. Because I do want to get to level 3 before him, because his deck definitely does have burn finishers. So I want to get Shiroe in play before he gets to level 3. So this is, as long as I can stabilize here and not take an absolute shit ton more damage, should be fine. And I do have my William plays now, so that's okay. Can clear his field. I think I'm just thinking on if I want to do too much more. Yeah, so just play Climax. Simple turn. So I do hit both of the William effects, so that's pretty good. Allows me to keep full hand here. And I didn't trigger at all, so it's looking all right so far. As long as, again, as long as I don't just eat a whole level here, should be all right. So something to take note of, actually, too, is that Monogatari does play Shot Trigger, which is not able to be blocked by Shiroe's anti-burn because it is not an auto effect, because it's not like a character effect. So, yeah, I cannot block shots. So, if he does happen to trigger those, they will still burn me. None have gone off so far, but, you know, might come up later. So he does play his gate now, which makes me think that he might have a second one in hand, or he's either, or he just wants to push for damage here. I don't know. So I just cancel pretty much almost everything there. So now this is kind of the time where I don't really want to be playing, or I don't really want to be using too much stock. I pretty much just want to be summoning stuff and attacking to build up some stock for level 3. So, like, I could brainstorm here and stuff, but, yeah, so I do decide to brainstorm. I hit 2. I think this was because I was just kind of, like, lacking in, what level 3s I had. Like, I might have had, like, Shiroe in hand, but, like, no Akatsuki's or something like that, so. Yeah, so I just mill out my deck. This is what I love about the Marielle in this deck. It just allows you to burn through your deck really fast, if you need to. And it's completely free. A lot of the time I actually try to not keep a Marielle in back row, if possible. Like, I do have one in front row here. And I think I had one in front row earlier this game. And it's usually just to, like you maybe want like one in your back row, but the other like 2 or 3 that you play, you kind of just want to like front row them and just crash them so you can continuously cycle them more often. Because the mill is strong. So he does get to level 3 here before me, which is of note. I wasn't really expecting him to just take a bunch of damage there, but yeah, so he will get to use some of his burn effects on me, but thankfully I am only 2-4, so hopefully I don't die. Now, if I was like 2-6 or something, I'd probably be a little bit more scared here, but 2-4, I think, you know, I should be okay, relatively speaking. It is WEISS, though. You never know. And Tony is out like 3 shot triggers there as well, which is pretty good for me, so I know it's unlikely he's going to trigger a bunch of those. So he does just decide to play only 1 level 3. So he gets, I think it's just burn 1 on attack. But I do eat that 4, which is kind of unfortunate. So I still did take quite a bit of damage there. So maybe if he did have more level 3s, I might have just died. It depends. But yeah. So now I got a pretty good setup here. Just going to play some Akatsuki's, get some heals. So here I was actually missing the gate. But I used the top check 5 and it was actually just the very next card. So I was like, well, I'm just going to take that. Stop there. No point in burning through my deck a lot. But I do not have Shiroe here. So if he does have like a really good crackback turn, I might just still lose anyway. So cancels the 3. I trigger, so I get a Shiroe back there. Get the 3 in and burn 1. So now I can just go for the 3, but he cancels it. So that would have been pretty good if it was 3-1-3, but yeah. So he survives. I don't know how many climaxes I was out here, but I think I am out at least like 3 or 4, so I probably only have like 3 or 4 left in my deck. So he's playing the Mayoi card here. This card's pretty broken. Just allows you to assign soul to someone, and also they have on cancel burn. So he just stacks all the soul on the one Mayoi. Or I mean the soul and the cancel burns. So that one Mayoi is gonna have, if I cancel that, it's gonna be burn 1 like 3 times. And then the other ones are basically vanillas. So it's kind of cool. You can like split it up if you want. So unfortunately I do cancel like right away. So yeah, so I took 2 of the burn ones and then canceled the last one. So I'm at 3-4, which means I can technically take 1 of these Mayois, which is pretty good. As long as I... Oh, he actually triggered there, but I canceled on the last card. And door, and I cancel as well. So, pretty good. And it's actually good that I canceled too, because I would have drawn my last card and died if I had just like taken one of those 2 damage attacks. So I take a door as refresh, which kind of sucks, but at this point I can pretty much just play some stuff and hopefully secure the win. I don't have too much stock here, but I do have at least enough to play 1 or 2 level 3s. So I just decide to forego Shiroe here just to get an Akatsuki off, get a heal off. Shiroe is kind of past the point of being good here. So I just... Yeah. Just go for the swing 3-3-3, basically. Yep, so I managed to secure the win for that one. And, but I will have a second game here. So this is going into game 2. So, yeah, we're back now. This is game 2 of our set. So I'm just gonna basically just combine this all into one video, I think. Matches were fairly fast. We know what our cards do. We know how to play these decks. We've been playing them for years. So, this game I don't open quite as good. I only open like a dead drop search. But again, he only opens his his brainstorm for an attacker, so we both kind of didn't open too well here. So I just decided to brainstorm again, and much to his dismay, he does not appreciate this. It is pretty good too, like that my brainstorm is a search brainstorm, so basically allows me to just go through my entire deck, get whatever I want. I would say salvage brainstorms are better, like, most of the time, but, like, for situations like this where you're just brainstorming, like, pretty much almost turn 2, and you do manage to hit, then that's, like, one of the few times where search brainstorms are just better. So he's just using his Ricky just to get an attacker here. So he does this use the his card has like a free mill 3 effect as well, and so he decides to use it and mills 3 climaxes, which is pretty unfortunate. So I wasn't aware that his card was actually just 4K, so he was just tying me. So kind of good idea that I put the back row card in the back. So I could have actually revived there, but I think I was just saying, whatever. I'm probably just gonna play some Williams, or I forget what I play here. Yeah, so I play at least one William, and so it kind of just got like a mixture of different level 3s here. And his 1 green card, it has the effect of if I play a climax, he can send it to stock. So yeah, he does do that. I really like those cards. I wish more sets had those. And whenever a set does have it, I always try to play it if I can. One of my favorites is the Bang Dream one, which is like a yellow stock bomb that has that effect. Yeah, I really like those cards. So he does take a straight 4 there, which kind of sucks. But I'm sure he has his own level 1s to answer me. But I do have my my Nyanta JC effect in play right now, so I can possibly dodge one on reverse, one of his on reverse combos. Basically, he can get one off for sure by just attacking the Nyanta, but if he attacks either of the other two with his combo, then I can just bounce that and dodge it. So, not too bad. And if I need to, I can Clock Encore the Shiraway, and also use the Sack Revive to revive William. So, just depends. I have a lot of options here, which is nice. Yeah. I think he was just thinking on attack power and stuff, but yeah, he doesn't have his climax, and I do have the 2K counter there, so I just decided to burn that there. So my whole stage lived. That's pretty damn good. I can't really ask for much better than that. So, so here I brainstormed specifically because I wanted to search the Shiraway. And unfortunately, I happened to mill both of my last copies, as well as have the one in my clock area from, I think I Clock Encored. So that was very unlucky for me, so I was not able to just get Shiraway as free as I would have liked to, but, you know, it happens. I don't think I have much left in my deck right now. I think it's just like 2 or 3 cards. So kind of just debating on what I want to do here. If I just want to swing or maybe try and mill out the rest of my deck right away. But yeah, I just decided to attack. So do get the gate and just get the Shiroway back. So now I have that ready to go. And yeah, so I double trigger there. I think I kind of knew that that was probably going to happen, but kind of sometimes in log or older sets like this, where you kind of need your stock a lot for level 3 and stuff. You kind of just have, sometimes you kind of just have to forego kind of, or put yourself in slightly bad situations just so you can have like enough stock to be able to like even do anything by the end game. So he does brainstorm there, hits 2, which is pretty nice. He's just gonna, I think he was a little down in card advantage here because he hadn't really gotten like any of his climax combo offense stuff. So yeah, so he kind of needs to recoup some advantage here. Still pretty even in damage as well. And now he triggers a gate, so allows him to get back some more stuff. Gate is one of the best ways that like older decks can just like get advantage, right? Like even back in the day where like before the reign of Kantai kind of destroyed the meta decks. Back then it was just like if you didn't have 8 gate, your deck was basically trash. And even some like lesser decks that weren't as good back then were still somewhat good solely because they had 8 gate, whereas some other decks did not have 8 gate. So it's kind of funny how that worked. Nowadays it's all about the 8 standby. So I do get Shiroway in play here, which is good. I don't know what my hand situation here was. I think it was probably because I wasn't going to get any heals off or anything. I was like, I'll just save Akatsuki's for next turn, maybe. And Akatsuki is really good to save it as well, technically, because she does go to 18k, so basically it allows you to kill their level 3s on the crackback, whereas if I just played them here, I'd just be like killing kind of useless level 1s. So I do pants and get the gate back, which is nice. So now he knows I do have gate, so he does have to kind of be wary of that. And he is going to do a pretty good play here, kind of play around my end game here. Just gonna burn through his deck, take whatever he needs. And he brainstormed, hit nothing. So that's kind of bad, but I don't know how many climaxes he had left. So he is going to play the Mayois. He just decides to play them, even though they aren't going to have any burn. Just to clear my stuff and get, try to secure some damage in-wise. So that first one was supposed to be for 4, but because I had the -2 soul, it was only for 2, so I took 2. And then the second one, he swung and I canceled on 2. And then that last one, I take 4. So yeah, so now his Myoes get banished, basically, at the end of the turn. And his only card left is the card where if I play a Climax, it goes to stock. So basically, now I have no way to reverse anything. Well, I can. I cannot play Climax, and I'll be able to get at least the Shiraway reverse off for -2 soul. But if I decide to play Climax, then I get no reverses. And actually, here I'm thinking on where my 2-1 Nyanta is in my deck. If you can see, I'm even like twiddling my fingers here, thinking like, where's my 2-1 Nyanta? And I brainstorm, and I hit one, and I search the rest of my deck, and it's not in there. And that's because it's the very last card in my stock right now, which is kind of unfortunate. This is like the one situation where I really would have liked to have it. But yes, it was just super kind of unfortunate that it was the last card in my stock, and I was not able to get it. So I'm just gonna have to go for the 2-1, or I mean the Shiraway, -2 soul on his 1 reverse, and not play a Climax. Although this is still kind of like okay, because now I'm not like swinging for like a super amount of damage. I'm just kind of swinging for like smaller numbers, more likely to go in. So he does still cancel twice, so I just use the -2 soul. So I just gotta kind of hope. I am at 3-4, which isn't the greatest. Especially like once you're at like, this is kind of the exact range where like -2 soul is kind of like not as good now, because he could just like swing for say like 2 on my 2 other lanes, and then maybe on the -2 soul lane just swing for 1. So it'd be like for 2, 2, and then 1, which is pretty good numbers to try and kill me. But he cannot burn me, which is nice. So he does kind of have to just play some stuff. So he does play the green level 3 here, which is like a Slayer card. It just gets 4,500 over turn, and they cannot play backups or events to its attack. So I don't play much backups or events, but you know, it is noteworthy that it does just straight up kill my card, because I am like 13k right now, so being able to just straight up kill it. So he triggers Shot right here, so this is where Shot comes in to ruin my day, essentially. So I cancel the last card, so now I have to take Refresh and a ping 1. So now he triggers for another Shot. So at this point, I'm basically dead. There's pretty much almost no way I would live this. So I actually do cancel both the 3 and the ping 1. But he swings for 3 for the last one, and I take it. So, yeah, that was crazy game. Goes to show how the Shot is very effective if you can't actually manage to pull it off late game. Basically denying me my anti-burn. And he played it well by not by basically having no field there, not allowing me to get reverses off, because I did have the gate in hand. He knew I had it, so yeah, so very good game. And as you can see, I do reveal my stock there, and it was the 2-1 Nyanta. So yep, so that's it. I just have those 2 games for now. Might get some more with some more max rarity decks another time, but for now, this is just the 2 games. But those 2 games were very noteworthy, I find, because they did show kind of different aspects of the burn, anti-burn, kind of anti-meta matchup spread kind of thing there. So yeah, if you guys liked it, this is Eiji signing out. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you around.